Hi YouTubers, it's me and welcome to Raw Talk Wednesday. Today's topic of the day is who cares what other people think? So, of course, this is our weight loss journey and many of us are on this journey together. But the question has come up because I feel like for me, based on what I'm going through as I drop weight, I'm starting to get into an area where to date I've lost 21.2 pounds, and people are starting to notice. And for some people, it's something they lose weight because they want people to notice. And for me, like, I know that's ultimately the result of losing weight. I personally didn't do it for anybody to notice because right now, like, I'm busy with work and business ventures that I want to, that I want to take on. And so it really is about being a healthier me because I wish there was somebody I was trying to impress, but there's not. So I feel like, of course, when you lose weight, naturally the physical part undergoes many different changes. And what made me think about this topic is because before, when I lost 10 pounds, 15 pounds, I don't think people really noticed. If they noticed, they didn't say anything. Um, but I'm getting to the point where I've dropped more than 20, and people who may not have been paying attention are starting to pay attention. For example, there are, within the past week alone, I have seen 3 people that I haven't seen. One lady, I hadn't seen her since the end of January, and the other 2 people, I hadn't seen them since maybe like the end of February. And so since then, of course, my weight loss has been the full 21 pounds. And the one lady, these are people I interact with at work. And the one lady completely introduced herself to me like she didn't know who I was. And when I told her, she was just like, oh, okay. It kind of caught her off guard. And I'm thinking, I look in the mirror at myself every day and I feel like I look the same. So I was more shocked than she was. And the other 2 people were people that I've interacted with here and there since last year. And they both kind of like looked at me, gave me that second look. And one of the one person basically said, "You look familiar. How do I know you? Tell me how I know you again." And after I said it, they were like, "Oh, okay, okay, okay." And they didn't make a deal about it or anything at all. But I have to say, about 5 pounds ago, I was really feeling kind of sad and kind of down. And I had to really think about, like, where is this coming from? Because I'm the type of person that I do YouTube videos because this really helps me with my weight loss. It's kind of like a substitute for journaling. So I really like YouTube for that. Um, I am naturally the type of person that likes to be in the background. I prefer to have other people kind of be in the spotlight and shine. That's what I'm trained to do. A lot of times in the work that I do, a lot of times I'm trying to figure out how to set people up to be successful. And so that part is just ingrained in me and who I am and how I am. And so it's a little bit uncomfortable for me when I get a lot of attention. And when it comes to the weight loss, and of course there are these natural physical changes that everybody notices, I think it depends on the person as to whether or not you want everybody to notice your weight loss, or you kind of don't want people to notice or make a deal about it, or you're okay with people noticing and really not saying anything to you about it. I think that depends on the type of person you are. um, I feel like I started, and it was interesting because I had this conversation with my mom and I really couldn't pinpoint why was I feeling sad. Like my weight loss is going great and I feel good about it. Um, but there was this sadness, and I talked to my mom and I said, I hate to say it, I don't want to admit it, but as I lose weight, I feel like I'm losing a little bit of confidence. And could not put my finger on why that was. And so today, this was really heavy on my mind and heavy on my heart, and I had to really, really think about it. And what I began to understand more is that, what people think of you is going to be either positive or negative. And at the end of the day, it's not so much about what other people think of you, but what's more important is what you think of yourself. And I know we always say that, but I have to say that it's such a cliche. It's all, oh, I don't care what people think about me. I only care about what I think about me. It's such a cliche, but that oftentimes I feel like we come from that perspective as a defense mechanism. But I have to say that sometimes what we think about ourselves can be far worse than what other people think about us. And I just really believe that when I took a step back and thought about how I was lacking a little bit of confidence, and this is like recently, like 5 pounds ago. I do my YouTube videos and I'm happy and I'm excited because I get to like put it out there to all of you and hopefully connect. But I feel like in my life, my confidence has come from my abilities. It's never been based on how I look physically. And as I encounter the loss of weight and the change in my physical appearance, it has made me more and more uncomfortable because I don't really like to be the center of attention. And that whole attitude of not really liking to be the center of attention has really kind of gotten me into trouble, like with some of my female friends when I was a smaller size, of me getting a lot of attention from certain guys and them getting very little attention. I've had some female friends who stopped kind of kicking it with me because they felt like I was getting too much attention from guys. And I was like, for me, I'm thinking, because I travel a lot, sometimes I go to some places and men are just like all over me. They just think that I'm just everything. And then some places I go, they ain't really feeling me. They not they are not checking for me. And that's fine too, to each his own. And I like being with, I don't want to be the best looking or the best thing in the group. I like being in the company of beautiful women because I feel like beautiful women collectively tend to attract more attention than like one individual person. But that's a whole separate topic. But I just have to say that all of what has helped to build my confidence has been my intellect, has been my ability to be a good writer, to communicate, to really connect with people on a deeper level. That has helped to build and boost my confidence. And I feel like my confidence, as I lose weight, of which I really want to do and I really need to do, I'm starting to sense that people are looking more at the outer and wanting to associate or wanting to disassociate from me based on how I look. And that is an area that makes me very uncomfortable. And I believe that that's where my inner feelings of losing weight and losing a little bit of confidence is coming from, because how I look has never really boosted my confidence. My confidence isn't based on my physical appearance. It just never has been, and that's why I'm able to like really, I believe, be successful in my life, because it's not about the physical, if that makes any sense. So I want to hear from some of you, if you have felt the same way. Some of you may love the attention, and it may do, wonders for your confidence. And I'd love to hear those stories as well, because I wish I felt that way. But it just makes me a little uncomfortable when I have people who are paying attention to me physically, as opposed to paying attention to what's on my mind and what I think and what I have to say and all of that stuff. And again, this is not about the guys. This is not about any one particular guy. This is largely based on just men and women, and how we tend to be towards each other. So drop comments below if you've experienced anything similar, any opinions at all on it. Thank you guys so much for watching. As I said before, I'm going to try to do a weigh-in video this Saturday, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to weigh in. So, please rate, comment, and subscribe. And thank you all for watching. I'll talk to you soon.